Hi, friend.
Hi, friend. Are you ready
Ready for what?
to level up?
Okay, girl, let's get started. Hi, friends. Welcome to another episode of Level Up with Raman and Alysha.
Hi, everyone. On today's episode, we'll be talking about a topic that Alicia and I are really get excited about, which is cleaning and organizing.
Yeah, well, I didn't always get excited about cleaning and organizing.
Who
um,
really does? Who thinks that, ooh, cleaning fun?
I know, right? Like, I don't know. As a kid, I don't know about you, I hated it. I felt like it was always such a chore and I was always forced. It was never voluntarily something I wanted to do as I was growing up. And then when I got older and married, that's when I was like, oh, okay, I like things a certain way. So I don't know, Roman, how did you get into it?
I was exactly like you, was not a cleaner. You and I can say we were a little spoiled in that way where our
Yeah.
parents weren't like, but both of our parents are clean freaks. Like from what I
Yeah.
know about your parents too, they're very OCD and like things clean and put in a particular way. And I grew up with the same type of parents, and you would think that when you have such OCD parents that you would automatically be OCD, but that didn't happen with us.
Yeah. No, my brother got that.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So
Somebody
my
else, luckily,
Yeah.
somebody did.
My brother definitely got that OCD gene. He's like really particular only about his room though. So like he vacuums it every day, cleans it every day. Like nothing can be on the floor. It will drive him insane.
That's
But
actually good.
yeah,
That's a good thing. His wife will appreciate it in the future.
or it'll cause fights. Like I know
Oh,
because he has the Jack and Jill bathroom like you do, and his room was connected to the guest room, and he hated when anyone would use his bathroom. If he saw one piece of hair, he would have like a freak attack.
oh my God. I can so relate. Oh my God, I can so relate to your brother right now. Okay, before we get into like how we actually became cleaners, now I have to say the side story because of your brother. I have a Jack and Jill bathroom, and as you know, we have guests coming over all the time. If you know my family, we when anyone comes from India, they come to my house first, right? So
Yeah.
that guest room has been used so many times, and I'm very open to like allowing people to use my bathroom. But there was this one time
Oh
where
no.
a cousin of mine was staying over. No, there were two people staying in the guest room. So now it's like, imagine me being used to like having my own bathroom, sharing it here and there. And now there's three girls in my bathroom, and I'm still very like open. I have two sinks, so it's like use your
Yeah, and
side of
you
the
you
sink.
have a really big, long, like
Mhm.
linear guest like Jack and Jill bathroom, longest one I've seen.
Yeah. So, and it was good because I have like my garbage on my side and there would be another garbage on the other side. So it would be like kind of like, okay, we have our own space too as well.
Yeah.
But there was this one time where my cousin, she had like, I mean, bless her hair. She has like long, beautiful, luscious black hair,
Yeah.
thick hair, but it was everywhere.
Oh
And
no.
if you know me, I get grossed out by
My
hair so
hair,
much.
whether it
And
be
I
dog's
would like,
hair or people hair.
anybody's hair, like I will get grossed out. And I was like having to clean it up. And then I had to go tell my mom because I was like, Mom, like there's like I just didn't know like how to confront her and say like there's like a lot of hair on the ground. Like if you're gonna brush your hair, that's cool. Just like I just never understood. I think you can relate to this as well, Alicia, that when like people brush their hair over the sink, first of all, I don't know why people brush their hair over the sink. I think it's like really gross. And then they leave their hair there. Because I always think, okay, you're brushing it over the sink, so it's easier to pick up after. But it's like I hate it when they leave the hair in the sink.
I know, it's disgusting.
Yeah, so I had to tell my mom, and then my mom, like, to be like fair, because like the other girl that was also staying there, she also agreed that there was like a lot of hair.
Yeah.
So my mom, to be fair, kind of like lectured all of us to like, so we all kind of hear it out. And I did see a difference after, like, thank God, but it was gross. Sorry, side story about having to when you have to share a bathroom with
That's
guests.
the worst. No, I totally get it. That's the worst. And that's kind of why I always say I'd rather stay in a hotel than stay at someone else's house because you never know what they're like and what their cleaning is like. So that's always bothered me too. So I totally agree with you on that.
So you said you weren't a cleaner. And
No.
neither was I, because our parents were luckily didn't scroll us too much growing
Yeah.
up. But how
No.
did you become a cleaner?
Definitely when I got my own place.
Okay.
Yeah, I felt like I still didn't like it 100%. I gave split jobs to my husband of the things I don't like, and I took care of the things I did like. Like, I do not do bathrooms. That's my golden rule. And that was the golden rule before I got married. No bathrooms, no garbage. And we agreed on that. So, yeah, I don't do bathrooms. I think bathrooms are really nasty. And I like to spend a least amount of time in there. Mind you, I do like pick up my own hair. So I always have, because I have the Dyson handheld vacuum. So I do always have it near me when I do my hair in the bathroom. And then I vacuum it right away because I have lots of hair and it falls. So
Yeah.
I will vacuum it right away otherwise. But other than that, like I feel like I just wanted to make my own place like mine, right? And the only way to maintain it, make it feel nice, and do that was to clean it. And at first, we didn't really have an organization. We developed that over time where I went into my own organizing and then Amit had his way and we had to combine it. So Amit kind of has OCD where he doesn't like he's the type of person who can't go to sleep if the kitchen's a mess. Like the
Oh, no
kitchen
way.
had yeah, the kitchen has to be cleaned. It doesn't matter how drunk he is, how tired he is or anything. He does not like the kitchen messy. So Amit's thing has always been like he likes to clean one area and make sure it's clean for the next morning when he wakes up to make a coffee. And so that was always his thing. And then for me, it became when I started to notice we have a lot of like either shit we didn't need or things we couldn't find. And I would kept finding that Ami couldn't find stuff. So then I started to help him organize his. But at first I was like, how do you organize someone else's life like when you're joined? And that's when I
Yeah.
turned to YouTube because I was like, no one in my life is really that organized, like in family. I never, that trait wasn't passed down. So I was like, I need to figure out how to be organized to a way that it's functional.
Hmm.
Billion containers either. So I started watching a lot of YouTube channels and a lot of these Canadian influencers and American influencers, they actually do daily vlogs. And some of them were doing vlogs and when they were moving into their homes and how to organize from the get-go and stuff like that. So that's when we built our own pantry. And then like my mom always taught me put away your like based on season clothes, put away your winter clothes if it's summertime in containers and have in your closet just your summer clothes. And then when fall, winter comes, away the vacation and summer clothes into containers and pull out the winter and sweaters and everything. So that's kind of the one thing I did carry on from my parents and always knew to do. And I taught them with that. And then we just found other ways, like through our kitchen, that made functional sense for us. That organization, Tupperwares are such a bitch. So that kind of stuff, you know? And then we slowly would do like little cupboards at a time to put things. We had a medicine cabinet. We started doing things where we could find things, labeling things. And, I think growing up in a South Asian home, like they find that like Ziploc bags and markers is always like, you just don't think of using it because they don't want to use things that cost money. So
Yeah.
I used a shitload out of Ziploc bags, freezer bags, everything because I'm just
Yeah.
like, it just makes sense. I don't care. Like, if I have to spend a few extra dollars to buy it and then keep house all these things, like if it's little
Hmm.
knickknacks and then it's labeled and stuff like that. So I think I had to draw out of that cheapness and really realize that sometimes you do have to spend money to organize.
Ziploc bags are magic.
Yeah,
I
they
use
are.
them to organize everything.
Well, I can imagine for
Like
you, especially.
having like a kid in the house, he breaks all the boxes. Like right now, for example, I have his puzzles I put in Ziploc bags because the bag
Smart.
just and like the connect four, like all the little things, he
Oh,
just loses them. And I'm like, no, you gotta put it in the Ziploc bag because the box is broken and
yeah.
the box opens up and it just ends up nowhere. So yes, I agree. Ziploc bags are a really great way to organize.
Yeah, definitely.
And then you said something about Tupperware. Remind me to like share this video with you that I literally have saved on my Instagram like from 2 days ago or something, and it's about like it was like kitchen organization, and they
Yeah.
had a way that they like organized Tupperware. It was like these kind of like separators, right? Like
Okay.
I was looking I was looking up closet organization because I just my closet was a mess. So I did it the other day, but I was looking up without having to, like what you said, buy a whole bunch of containers, and without buying like I was like, how can I organize my closet or like make it just look cleaner without having to buy a bunch of boxes and stuff like that and like clutter it
Yeah.
in that way. And they had those shelf dividers, so that way you can like divide up the um like your clothing like piles and stuff like that. So I did come across this one, and it was like a kitchen organizer, and they like organized like their Tupperware and stuff, and I was like, this is amazing. I literally saved it. I will send it to you after our
Yeah,
podcast.
please
I
do.
was so excited. I was like, I need this for when I have my own house. Like I need this.
The
So with me,
amount.
like obviously I still live with my parents, so
Yeah.
I do have that luxury of not having to clean the whole house.
Yeah.
But growing up, like my parents, like, they would make me do things like, can you vacuum? Can you like whatever? But they didn't make me do any like super deep cleaning. I just feel like it wouldn't even be up to their expectation, even if I
Yeah.
did.
Ditto,
They'd
trust
be
me,
like,
ditto.
like, oh, you missed a spot. Like, oh, look at this. Like, oh, look
Yeah.
at the corners and stuff like that.
Or
Like, if you
this is
come,
how it's really done.
I know, right? So, I mean, I didn't really grow up with parents that were like, okay, you need to. I mean, they bitched at me a lot
Yeah, I got
about
that
me
too.
like cleaning my room and stuff like that. I would say for majority of my life, but luckily I can say not the rest of my life.
Yeah.
For majority of my life, I was like that person who had clothes on the floor,
Yeah.
didn't do laundry consistently, or didn't always like if you had dishes in your room and you didn't go put them away the same night and stuff like that, which I still do sometimes,
Yeah.
um, but I wasn't necessary. I didn't consider myself a clean person. Like long
Right.
story short, it's anything I didn't define like a clean person. And yeah, I remember a couple, I would say now it's been like 10 years. But I remember kind of like the exact moment where I was like, this is not the most conventional story. So I don't know if I should share this, but
Yeah,
this is not the
share.
most conventional story. But um 10 years ago when I smoked weed, like for the first time, right? Like I was, in university, I was like, okay, whatever. And I had moved to Brampton, so I was alone for the most part. And this is like the weirdest habit I probably got, which was cleaning. And it is not the most conventional story. Don't try this at home. It will not make you a cleaner. Um, but I remember sitting in my room, looking around and being like, my room is really messy. And it bugged me. Like
Yeah.
it really bothered me. And it's not, when people think like, oh, I want to smoke weed and I want to go watch TV and I want to do this. This is the weirdest thing. I wanted to clean. Like it bothered me that I think I was just so observant of my environment that I was like, I
Hi, friends. Raman and I just wanted to let you guys know about this app that we use. It's called Anchor. It's the easiest way to make a podcast. It's free. There are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer.
Yes, and it can be heard on all the main platforms and uploaded on them directly, such as Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many more. And you can start making money on Anchor right away.
Yeah, it's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to
Anchor.fm to get started.
Have a great week. Bye.
yeah. So
You
this isn't the most conventional story, but
so
I
hold on.
remember
You would
sitting in
get
my
high and you would be like, I need to clean.
yes. And
OMG.
that's why I'm like, this is not the most conventional story of how it all
No,
started.
because some people would just be lazy and just want to lay there.
Absolutely right. And that's why I say, don't try this at home. You're not me.
Yeah.
Everybody is different. Everyone is built different. And this was just one of those really weird habits
Okay,
that
hold
I
on,
got.
hold on, hold on. So now I need to know. Is
Okay.
this your Energizer Bunny like juice?
Well, okay, this is what I would say. This is how it started. like I remember sitting in my room and being like, my room is really messy. I feel like what it was, and we'll kind of touch more base on to this, that in order to kind of have a clear mind, I do believe that your environment needs to be clean. If you sit in a messy room all day, I do believe it affects your thoughts. Like it affects how you work. It affects your day. You know, your thoughts might be scattered and stuff like that. So I do believe a clean environment is more than just like cleaning. It actually helps your day like be more productive, and it helps your thoughts be more clear. Because I would look around and all I would see was a mess. Like, how can I have like clear thoughts when I'm like in a super messy environment? I remember laying here and being like, my room is messy. And I remember the first time I cleaned it, and I cleaned my room and I just felt so much better. And then I'm not going to lie, like every time I would get high, I would want to clean. And it was the weirdest thing ever. Like, it's just not even like I woke up and I was like, I'm going to be a clean person. I was just like, something inside of me was like, I don't want to live in this mess anymore. Like I need to pick up my clothes. I would like literally pick up my clothes, make my bed. Like this is just what I would do. I wouldn't like sit there and watch TV. Like I would sit there and like start cleaning and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So then over a while, I was like, honestly, something you do enough, you will start reflecting like in your everyday life, right? So there was a point where I was like, okay, let me try to just go ahead and start cleaning one day, right? Like, let me
Yeah.
just try doing it on my own. So I do feel like, yeah, the habit kind of started a little weird, but
Yeah.
then I did start implementing that in my everyday life because I feel like it helped. I feel like my thoughts were more clear. And it was like such a pivotal, it's not the right word, pivotal, pinnacle.
Yeah. No, pivotal.
It was like that time in my life was such an important time in my life because that's when I feel like I kind of turned my life around.
Yeah.
You know, I started getting more motivated. I was like, I need to clean. Having a cleaner environment didn't just like clean my room, it cleaned my thoughts. It gave me
Yeah.
more like headspace to think like, what else can I do? Right. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know. It helped me a lot. And I feel like even until today now it's like I can never go back to being that person who like leaves clothes on the ground or like
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So I mean, like I said, guys, don't try this at home. Just try watching a YouTube video and learning how to clean.
Yeah,
um,
exactly.
but I mean, find what like kind of motivates you to clean as well, right?
Yeah, and I think you're right. It has a lot to do with growth and becoming more mature too. But I do have
Mhm.
to agree, it's like that thing, when they say your office desk always speaks words about who you are, right? And they always say if you have
Mhm.
tons of like paperwork and stuff, how do you even stay organized to know what to do or what's needed to be done and stuff? So I'm someone who definitely cannot have her office desk a mess, like at home or at work. It drives me insane because I
Yeah.
can't find anything. And like on some weeks, I'm very stressed out, and people keep bringing me paper, and I just keep putting it on my desk. But like by like a certain time of the day, I'm like, I need the paper gone with. Like I need to deal with it, or
Mhm.
I have a folder system that like I bought one of those racked folder systems at work where I put okay, deal with today, deal by the end of the
Mhm.
week, and then by next payroll or whatever, right? Because then I just get so much paperwork, and I hate that because I'm also against the paperwork thing. But I
Yeah.
do agree with you. Like, I think my biggest problem is that I have too many clothes. And I know you do too, because you have two closets, not one, but two. Um, and I feel like the clothes situation, it's like, I envy people. Like I look at some girls' Instagrams and their closets, and I know some girls too who have like barely anything in their closet, but they look great all the time when they dress. And it's just like, how? Like, how did you decide out of all the things I'm gonna keep, I'm just gonna keep this much? And it's like I can't even let go of stuff from like since Costa Blanca days, okay? So like I don't understand. And like I did Google, so I wanted to see like maybe we could give advice to other people who are younger. And I Googled like how to start organizing and cleaning your life. One of the first rules on here is declutter regularly.
Yes.
Keep only what you need. I don't know how to do that. The next rule is know where to discard items. Okay, that makes more sense. But like I don't know. So I
Okay. Those okay. Those okay. I have to like kind of like agree with you there, where it's like, um, just like I was mentioning the other day when I was looking on Pinterest, like closet organization, all the photos that came up had like minimal clothes. I was like, yo, show
Right?
me a closet picture with the amount of clothes I have.
Yeah. Like I can't work with this. Do you know when I was moving, I had over like I don't even know. I had the 20 by 24 boxes, which are really, really big, and I have like five of those alone for work clothes. And
Oh
then I
my God.
still have like Tupperwares of clothing.
Oh my God. Okay.
And I have a walk-in closet. So it's
You might have more clothes than I do. So one thing I do every year, and I do recommend kind of everybody doing it is like what you mentioned, declutter.
yeah.
So I know like for us women, getting rid of stuff is really hard, especially because like women's clothing, I feel like I probably still have some things from like high school. Like, like if they fit and they still look good, it's like us women will be like, I might want to wear it one day. So it's like that thing, right? Like I might want to wear it one day. So you literally
Or
keep
if
this
you've gained
clothing.
weight or lost weight,
Yeah. And
you
then
hold
you'll be
on
like,
to clothing.
you hold on to clothing. I
I
know
have my skinny clothing. I'm not letting go.
I'm a culprit of that, of, oh, I don't fit into this yet, but I'm gonna fit into this.
Yeah, me
But
too.
there was a moment where I had to be like, my body is not my body in high school or even university. Like we grow, right? Like as
Yeah.
adults, like our body size, even though like whatever you look like, but it's like you're not going to stay the same you were even 10 years ago. It's like your body changes into adulthood. And I just had to realize that I am never going to fit into these clothes again. And I did have to get rid of them. So one thing I do say that I do is I do that declutter once a year.
Okay. Yeah.
So, and it's like a donation thing, right? So
Yeah.
every year,
They
me
even have
and
those stores that you
yeah,
can like go and take some of your name brand clothing, or even non-name brand clothing, but if it's cute or it's in, they'll pay you some money for it to
oh
sell
no
it.
way. We
Yeah,
have like what is that store called? Not
Plato's
Goodwill.
Closet. Oh,
Thrift store?
Salvar.
Salvation Army?
Yeah, wow. Yeah,
There's a Salvation Army, and there's another one that we have by our house. So they literally have a drive-by drop-off. So you literally just
nice.
drive by donation center and you give them the clothes.
Yeah.
So we have that, and then also my neighbors, they like twice a year take clothes back to Jamaica. So we give
Oh,
them a bunch of stuff as
yeah.
well. And like they take like other household items too, not just clothing. So we do like
Nice.
give them a lot of stuff. My dad gave them like my brother, sorry, gave them like an AC yesterday. Like they take
Oh,
anything,
yeah.
which is really great. But so me and my sister Karen obviously share like all our clothes. So anytime we have to get rid of stuff, we have to do it kind of together. Like we have to
Yeah,
like pick up and be like, are we keeping this? And sometimes it will be like things that she'll want to keep, but I'll be like, I'm never going to wear this. So then I'll
yeah.
be like, I want this out of my room then. Like, I
Yeah.
don't want it in my room. This is now going in your closet because our closets are mixed up. And then if it's stuff that I'm keeping, I'm going to wear, like, I'm like, okay, fine, I'll take the closet space. Because my big thing is like, I don't want closet space for things that I'm not going to wear anymore. Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Um, and
That's
then it's
smart.
just making it look messier. But at least once a year, I do, and it doesn't have to be a big declutter, guys, even if you're getting rid of like 10 items. So before, it used to be really hard for me to kind of get rid of clothes. So now I really, really look at it and say, have I worn this in the last 2 years? If
That's a
you
good
have
one.
not worn it in the last 2 years,
You're not gonna wear it.
you're probably not going to wear it.
Okay, but
So
in all fairness, we're going through a global pandemic right now, and so like I haven't worn my bathing suit in 2 years. So
okay, 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 not those kind of things, but like if you really look at it and you're like, okay, it's not in style anymore, like I can't see myself wearing it and stuff like that, like
especially
just
if you're
get rid of
someone who
it.
shops and you know you can
Mhm.
buy more clothing, I think yeah. I one of the rules that I was taught by my aunts was okay, for every 10 pieces of clothing you
You
buy,
told me about this.
yeah, let go of 10. So, do I do that? No. Because I feel like from where Hamid and I were living, the place was so small, like my closet space was there was no closet space. And I took over Amit's closet, and Amit has
Joke.
just accepted the fact that like he's never gonna have a closet to himself, with the amount of clothing I have. And yeah, I do have a clothing problem. I've already admitted it. I feel like I've also let go a lot. Like every time I try, and the good thing is I have a younger sister, like Grimpy, right? My sister-in-law. So she's someone who actually doesn't go out of her way to buy herself stuff. So I end up giving her a lot of my stuff because a lot of it still has price tags on it. So
Mhm.
I give her all my clubbing clothing. That's all hers now. She has all my dresses. And like I live vicariously through her now. So like when she's out and about and she's wearing one of my tops, I'm like, oh, I used to wear that.
Oh my
And
God.
giving her my BCBG dresses, my skirts, my bandeau tops, and then now like
Oh,
everything else, like professional clothing, whatever. Anything I just don't wear, I just give to her. And I tell her, if you don't like it or you're not going to wear it around the house, then throw it out. Like, donate it. You do it next. But then I also, like, lately I've been trying to break it down into three as I'm going through some boxes and trying to declutter before we move into our next home. I make a pile for her, and then I make a pile for garbage, and then a donation pile. So,
mhm.
she usually gets the stuff with the price tags and the nicer things and things I kind of don't want to part with, but I know it'll be in her closet if I ever need it. So it
That's
just
good.
makes me
That's a
feel
good
good.
idea.
Yeah, makes me feel good inside. But mind you, I forget about it. So that's what needs to happen. And then I donate, and then the garbage pile that things can't be donated, right? So
Yeah.
I'm trying to do that more and more. Trying to go through more boxes because the goal is when I move into our next home, I have fewer like clothing boxes to
When
deal
you're
with.
moving, that is such a good opportunity though to
Yeah,
like declutter and like
it is.
really take what you only need to take, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think you gave a great idea. Like also give to, other people. We do that a lot with me and Sister Karen. Like we have a lot of like she has a lot of cousins that have come from India. Like one of the declutters we did, we literally gave like her cousin like 30 pieces of clothing.
Wow.
Uh, just because also like she's really tiny and they just don't fit us anymore. So we were like, this
Oh,
won't fit her, like,
yeah,
and it was like we have that luxury of going out and spending money and like buying everything and stuff like that. But like she has a lot of cousins here from India who don't have that luxury, who are like
yeah,
basically spending their whole days working. So we give her a lot of clothes. I think like the first set of clothes that we like decide, we go through it with her, like, okay, like which ones do you want to keep and stuff like that. And she gets to take whatever she wants and then the rest
yeah,
will go to donation. So it is a good idea to and then even I've been telling you that I've been organizing my basement with all my decor stuff.
yeah.
So
And it looks amazing.
I know video coming soon. But even yesterday there were some decor items that I'm just like, they're still in a box. I'm never going to use them, but we know a young girl who is starting her decor business. So
Oh, that's
she's start
amazing.
yeah, so she's starting off and then yeah, we were like, let's see what we can give her, right? So I made
Yeah,
a pile for her. There are things that like I'm never going to use, I haven't used yet, but I'm like when you start off decor, like trust me, like when I started off too, it was like any free decor was like, oh my God, like, thank you so much. So I know she'll really appreciate that as well. But question for you, Alicia. So I mean, we didn't kind of we I would say we were lucky in the
yeah,
terms of like we weren't cleaning people, but then we turned into cleaning people. And I have to say this about Alicia, guys. I didn't know that she hated cleaning until like 2 years ago or something. Like, and I've known you for so many years because
yeah,
she would always like at her desk at work, like have her desk organized and want to be really organized about stuff. And like whenever I would come over, it's like everything looks really clean and stuff like that. And I remember one day when I came over, um, I think you were like frustrated about cleaning and stuff, and you're like, I actually hate cleaning. And I was like, what? And then you're like, yeah, I don't enjoy cleaning, but I do it. And that's what it is, right? Cleaning's one of those things that whether you enjoy doing it or not, you have to do it,
yeah.
right?
You just gotta
If
suck it
you
up.
if you don't like, and this is one thing I want to talk about, there's dust, guys. Like there's
Yeah, there's dust, and I'm allergic to dust.
yeah, because everybody just sees surface cleaning, right?
Yeah,
There's surface cleaning, like your everyday cleaning where you clean the counters and you put away stuff. But guys, there's like deep cleaning. There is like your
behind the
baseboards
couch.
collect dust behind under the couch. Like, oh
Yeah,
my God. So we used to have carpet.
Hmm.
Up until I don't even think it's been 2 years yet, but we
Yeah.
used to have carpet, and ever since we got rid of our carpet, now I see it. I
Yeah.
see all the dust, and I'm having to actually clean my room so much more now. I thought I used to clean my room a lot before, like I would love to vacuum.
Yeah.
Um, because like I just love like how clean it looks after, but now I'm just like,
Now you got to vacuum and mop.
yeah, now I got a vacuum mop, but also like I just see dust behind things. So like I moved like my heater and there was like dust behind it. My weight machine, like there was dust like underneath that. And that just shows you like how much dust you don't see when you have carpet at your house.
It's
So now,
true.
yeah, like guys, there's so much dust, like so much dust on your baseboard. So I like one of the things that bugs me is like in my bathroom, I like started noticing that like the baseboards, but also like that little thin area on top of the baseboard
Oh
collects
yeah.
dust.
Yeah.
And guys, try cleaning it. There's lots of dust there. Like it's actually gross. So I feel like, yes, you should maintain your cleaning, but like once a month, like you need to do that deep cleaning where you're cleaning the dust off like
Yeah.
everything, the ceilings, the walls, like the fan. I like my fan collects so much dust,
Yeah, it's
and I
true.
literally will like wash it in my tub. Like,
Yeah, no, that's smart. You have to. Even your vacuum, like I didn't even know like the vacuum that Amit and I have, we actually had to clean the actual filter system and stuff too. So it dust can be anywhere. Like where we were living, there was so much dust and it accumulated every day. It was just
mhm,
beyond crazy because we would vacuum, we would Swifter, and it would still be there. And it was like we were
yeah.
losing our shit at one point. But yeah, no, I agree. I hate cleaning. I despise it. I eventually probably at the next place I'm gonna hire a cleaner because I refuse
Mhm.
to do it. Um, and I always think about that as we're looking for houses. I'm always like, can I clean this entire place by myself? And then
No,
I'm like,
you can.
no. I'm like, I'm
I'm
hiring someone.
I'll be a big advocate with you on this one. And people might think we're like too bougie for this, but guys, like we clean, but like even when I have my own house, like I've told him this too, that like once a month, I'm gonna hire a cleaner,
Yeah,
and not the cleaner that does like the surface stuff, like the cleaner that does the corners and the
in
dust
depth.
and like dust off everything. Like once a month, if you are not able to do it yourself, like it's not that expensive. It's worth it. It's worth it to like that dust will collect so much over a while and it'll just get worse. Like there is dust behind your curtains. Like people don't think about this. No, it bugs
Roman, you're
me because
killing
people,
me.
I know, because people don't think about this. Like you think of who thinks about like their curtains, but like behind the curtain, like towards the window, guys, dust collects there.
I know. I trust me. I know. Even
Oh
on
my
our
God.
blinds, like my mom always made us do get like a little bucket and put like vinegar and water and take a
Yeah.
like a bono, so like an old rag, and your screens and your windows in the bathroom. She would use
Yeah.
to make us clean it every summer because she's like, that's how mold gets in there if you don't clean it.
Mhm.
So like there's so many little things I didn't even know about, and that was one of them. And can I be? This is why like I'm a huge advocate of Dyson. So please sponsor me, Dyson. I love Dyson products. I think because I'm someone who suffers from allergies from dust and pollen, and
Mhm.
this season is like always the worst for me around summertime to springtime to the first frost, and Dyson's like vacuum is just like so well made that you have all the little parts in this one handheld like device to clean your curtains, to clean your car, to clean your
Mhm.
sofa in between the seats. Yeah, can we talk about cleaning sofas too, guys? Like, come on, you got to do
Yeah.
inside your
People
sofas.
like there's just so much I feel like that people don't think about cleaning.
And like, I'm sorry, my biggest pet peeve, I've seen people when I've gone to their houses where, okay, like two things. You wash your chicken on a countertop. So disgusting. Okay, so you wash your chicken, right? And they put the raw chicken on the countertop, okay?
Yeah.
And then they use like a normal, like their normal like cleaning rag to wipe it.
Yeah.
And that part kills me. And it's like you need to use Lysol or something else
Lysol
because like
wipe.
or paper towel and your spray. Like please do not
Yeah.
use the same thing you're using for everything else. And then my other other
I
biggest
just get
pain.
really grossed out when people put like chicken on countertops or food on countertops, period.
Well, you have to, like, if you're gonna cut up your meat and stuff on your like cutting
But
board,
the
I
cutting
assume.
board. Yeah.
Oh, they're putting it just on it on it. Okay, no, even when I use the cutting board, I need to wipe down the entire thing after and then
Yeah.
like clean the whole sink. But I once saw someone use the same sponge that they used to clean their sink to wash their dishes.
Hmm.
And
This
then
is like
I
one time in a workplace, I saw somebody cleaning the bathroom and they cleaned the toilet, the rags on the
ew,
toilet, and then they cleaned the counter. And then I was like, me and my friend were like, did we
if you
just see that?
if you could
Like, it
see
was
my
so
face
gross.
right now, if you could
It
see
was,
my face right now,
I
that's
know. It was so
disgusting.
gross. It was so gross.
This is what I mean. That's why I hate sharing
Yeah.
things with people.
Yeah,
Like
guys,
I'm
honestly, the easiest thing is like this is what I love. And now like I kind of like I'm still trying to get my family to do it because they're still like, they'll still use like the rag or they'll still use like paper towel and stuff like that. But I just put like a Lysol wipe ever since COVID started. I'm like, I've literally, guys, like, look, hold on. I have a Lysol wipe behind my laptop here. I have a Lysol wipe on my bathroom counter. And then I bought extra. Yeah, I bought extra because yo guys, the Lysol wipes are magic. Like
they are.
use them. I used to even my bathroom counters. I used to like do the spray and then paper towel. But now I'm like, why would I do that? The Lysol wipe literally like one wipe cleans it all, and it does like such a good job. So just keep a Lysol wipe everywhere, and
Okay.
it's just wipe that shit down, guys.
I
Wipe
feel like
that
the
shit down.
environmentalists are gonna come for us.
Lysol is bad.
Yeah, like, I agree with Raman to a certain degree. I did get into microfiber cloths not too long ago and tried to be like more environmental friendly because my husband thinks paper towels are like tissue paper. And he like literally eats them. So, after I saw how quickly we go through a roll of paper towel, I was a little concerned, and that's when I bought microfiber cloths. So I do recommend microfiber cloths, easy to
Oh.
clean, easy to wash. Get color coded ones for your bathrooms, and then ones for your
Mhm.
kitchen, and then ones for like other things to dust and clean. And I really like all method spray because A, it's natural. So when you spray it, you're not breathing in all these chemicals. And B, it's antibacterial. So it actually like cleans really well. They have ingredients in there like lime and salt, and that like kills a lot of bacteria too. And it smells really, really nice, and it takes out a lot of junk. So highly recommend it. And there's guys, today day and age for someone who hates the cleaning the bathroom, there's like everyday cleaners that you can spray into your shower after you get out of it. And
Mhm.
that's also by like this brand All Method. I really like them. Not sponsored, obviously. Once again, sponsor us. But
Right? We
yeah,
like cleaning. We like cleaning.
no, but you can make us like cleaning.
Cleaning can be fun, right? I think a lot of people are just like, when they think about cleaning, and I think that's what people need to change their mindset about as well, because most people think, and I hear this from our friends all the time, I'm sure you can relate to, where they'll be like, oh, I have to clean today, or like today's a cleaning day, or like, um, they're just like, they make it seem like such a drag, like to clean my room and stuff like that. And I think a lot of it is like maintenance. You can be the type of person who maintains that cleanliness, and you don't even have to maintain it like 100%, but at least like when it gets 20% dirty, it's like you don't have to, put that much effort. Because sometimes I will look around my room, or even right now, like after this, I have to put away my laundry. But now, like I
Okay.
know that it's not going to take me that long to put it away. I only have one basket to put away. But yeah, if I had waited like weeks and weeks, and now I have four baskets of laundry, my motivation to clean is kind of going to be lower, right? It's going to be
Yeah,
like, oh, now it's going to take me longer and this and that. But I do think people need to find ways to motivate themselves to clean
like a
and have
system.
that clean environment because, um,
It's just
like I said
healthier.
before, it's healthier. It's
Yeah,
healthier just for, and I think people just don't see that. They think like cleaning is such a drag and is such a chore, but they don't see the benefits of cleaning. Like try staying in a clean environment for a month and see how your mindset changes, right? Like
yeah,
you'll see how your thoughts are more clear. Like I on Monday do not like to wake up in a messy room.
yeah. I don't
Like
blame you.
it's the start of my week. It sets my tone of the week. I do not want to, and if I do have like, it's like not up to the par, like one of the first things I put on my to-do list on Monday mornings is like just to clean my room quickly, like just take 30 minutes, put everything away because it does set my tone for the week and it helps me organize like my brain of what I'm going to do for the week. And if like my desk is cluttered and everything is
Sorry.
everywhere, like I can't focus about like what am I doing in my life? Like
Yeah,
cleaning should be one of the first things you guys try to do.
I agree with Raman. Clean up after yourself, make it easier. Have a system that works for you. And you can make it fun. Blast some music and make it your time to dance while you do it. Or sometimes I like to talk. I put my AirPods on and I call
Ooh.
someone and I'll talk to somebody while I do it. That's my time to catch up, talking and catching up with people and then cleaning as well. Or put on your show. Just don't get distracted. Put on a show you've already watched a million times.
I do that too. I usually put on something on my TV, and
Yeah.
then being on the phone is a really good idea because you don't realize like how the time passes by and stuff like that as
Yeah.
well. But this is gonna sound bad, but guys, if you're an adult, it's time.
Just yeah, it's time. It's time to grow
It
up. No, if you're
there's
in your late 20s, it's time.
Yeah, it's time. There's only so long you can be like a messy person living in that environment and stuff like that. Like, I promise you, it's not going to lead to, like, right now, I live in my home, but like,
Yeah.
I can't imagine if you're like a messy person and your room is always a mess, like, how are you going to now maintain a whole house, right? When you move
Yeah.
out and like, there's two types of people. And I have been to people's houses where it's just like not clean.
Yeah.
And you know what? You get judged, right? Like you're like,
Yeah.
why is it like everybody has like days? Like I've seen your place messy and you're like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, my place is a mess today. We're organizing. And that's okay because I've also seen your house like really fucking clean, right?
Yeah.
But if like your house is messy all the time and your room is messy all the time, it says something about you and it's
I
time to change that.
I agree. I agree. And I'm sorry, can you just get a fucking hamper? Like, if you're someone who doesn't know what to do with their clothes, can
Oh
you get a
my God,
dirty
yes.
hamper? And can you get like something to hang your clean clothes? I know there were in between. I know people have that thing. They say, oh, but I only wore it once and it's not dirty. Okay, then hang it back and put it back or put it in a different section. Do not
Yeah.
drop it on the floor because now once it's hit the floor, it's dirty. It's officially dirty.
100%, Alicia. Thank you for bringing that up. I do have two baskets because
Me-
of that. So
Right?
I actually have a basket in my bathroom, which is like laundry. So like my socks, underwear, bras, towel, the clothes that are like 100% going into the wash. And I do have some of those like in between clothes, or sometimes you put on a dress, but then you take it off and decide not to wear it, and then you don't hang it right away.
Yeah.
So I have a basket where all those clothes go into, like clothes that are not
Smart.
dirty. They're not laundry. They're just clothes that I am not putting away right now.
Yeah.
And that one is like in my corner over there. It's by my closet. So that, like, when I have time to clean my room, like that's the basket I dump and I put those clothes away because it's like those are not my. And then, if
Yeah.
there is anything in there that needs to end up in my laundry basket, I do that. But yes, I do have two baskets for that. And people get a fucking hamper. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cheap. You can even get them at the dollar store. And
It's not about cheap, Alicia. It's about building habits. Like
yeah,
people need to build habits to be a cleaner person. You can go get like all the organizers in the world and all the baskets and stuff like that. But if you're going to come home, take off your clothes and throw it on the ground again, then those
yeah,
are kind of like the habits that you need to look at yourself and be like, maybe I need to change the type of like person I am when it comes to cleaning, right? Like maybe
yeah.
I need to just like literally, guys, like the difference between throwing it on the ground and in a basket is like this far. Like,
I know my husband, he's guilty of that. Like he's someone who he wears a different outfit every day and they're not necessarily dirty because they're also dress shirts. And so I bought like a rack from Amazon to hang on the back of the door and he
mhm,
puts his shirts on there and his dress pants that he might wear throughout the week again. And then he knows at the end of the week he needs to decide whether this is going back into the closet, dry cleaning, or into the laundry machine. And that's his job because that's his little rack to figure out because I don't want it on the floor. So he just hangs everything. And then by the end of the week, when we're doing laundry, he figures it out. And the rack is clean again for the following week.
yeah, 100%. Just like gotta find your methods, right?
Yeah.
Like what works best for you. Like just find your own deal. Like but if you're like listening to this and being like, yeah, like I'm kind of that person, you know, it's not an overnight thing. Like I didn't become a cleaner overnight. Like it took me, you know, started off with a little weird habit, but then I did eventually, I was like, I want to implement this into my everyday life. And I
Yeah.
did have to start taking those little steps. And like, I actually wasn't a person that used to do laundry every week either. Like I
Hmm.
would do it when it's like now I run out of clothes. But now like I don't know. I don't know if it's like working from home or what it is. Now I'm like, it's actually easier to do a quick laundry than like now have to do two, three laundries like whenever I'm out of clothes. So I just now it's just easier. It's like now I'm like, okay, let me just do a quick laundry.
Yeah, exactly. No, I agree. Every week I gotta do laundry.
Yeah. So, I mean, get organized, guys, get clean. You don't have to be a cleaner right now, but you can become one. And cleaning doesn't have to be like your favorite thing to do, but it's like discipline, right? Not everything you do has to be things you like to do, but you have to do them. Cleaning is one of those things you have to do. If you don't, you're gonna get mold, you're gonna get dust, you're gonna get dirty clothes, you're gonna get a dirty reputation. Like just like just look after yourself.
Yeah. So, guys, take Raman's advice and my
Yeah.
advice and get your life together and get your big girl panties and big boy panties on and go do what you
Yeah.
need to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Hope you guys enjoyed this podcast and have been motivated to go either clean or be like, nah, not gonna do it,
Yeah, or
but
hire
hopefully
someone.
to clean.
Yes. All right. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you're not already following us on Instagram, follow us at Level Up with Raman and Alysha. And if you have any questions, concerns, you can always email us at ramanandalysha@gmail.com. Have a
Thank
great
you for
week,
listening,
everyone.
everyone. Bye.
Bye.